Welcome, one and all, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. We are on 4, right?
Yeah.
We are on day 4 of what we here at The Late Show are calling a war with Iran. We're trying to keep it simple because it's confusing enough already. The United States and Israel continue to bomb them, and Iran is launching counterstrikes at the U.S. and its allies in the region. Yesterday, the U.S. Embassy in Riyadh was attacked by 2 drones, and today, a drone targeted the U.S. consulate in Dubai. Thankfully, there were no injuries from the attack. But the State Department is taking no chances. They say Americans should depart now via commercial means from Bahrain, Egypt, Iran, Iraq, Israel, the occupied West Bank and Gaza, Jordan, Kuwait, Lebanon, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Syria, the United Arab Emirates, and Yemen. And let's go to the official announcement.
There's Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, both Yemen, Kuwait, and Bahrain.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Marco Rubio. One problem with his evacuate order, depending on the country, flights out of the Middle East have been either extremely limited or stopped entirely. And earlier today, multiple U.S. embassies told Americans they cannot evacuate or help them get out of the Middle East. But if they can't leave, then what are they supposed to do? Just wander around the desert? We all know why that took Moses 40 years.
I refuse to ask directions!
It's increasingly clear that this administration did not put a lot of thought into what happens after the initial boom boom. Insiders of the Pentagon are warning that if the fighting goes on too long, U.S. air defense stockpiles could run out. The USA could run out of bombs? That's like the USA running out of pumpable cheese. It's who we are. It's also what we are. Earlier today, Trump insisted everything's fine, saying, "We have unlimited of the middle and upper middle ammunition and things." Oh yeah. I buy all my weaponry from Ammunition and Things. It's way more affordable than Bombs, Bath and Beyond. Big fans of the Bombs, Bath and Beyond. If the U.S. does run out of ammo, that would be a problem because Trump claims we haven't even started hitting them hard. The big wave hasn't even happened. The big one's coming soon. When you say big, how big? Large big? Buy a bunker big? Invest in sheep and potable water big? Run to Times Square and have sex with the first person you see big? Because I'm asking for a friend who was kind of a weird thing for Spider-Man. It's important to remember that Trump has pledged for years to keep the U.S. out of new wars. So it's no wonder that voters aren't jumping automatically on board here. According to a new CNN poll, 59% of Americans disapprove of the Iran strikes. But what if Americans found out that God wanted this war? Because, according to more than 100 grievances from U.S. military personnel stationed at dozens of sites across the Middle East, U.S. commanders have told troops that President Trump is, quote, anointed by Jesus to light the signal fire in Iran to cause Armageddon and mark his return to Earth. Well, that's one exit strategy. Up. If the end times are near and the rapture is coming, I guess it's time to dust off my famous Easy Jeezy helmet with the no-slip rapture grip. So the Lord can yank me straight into heaven. Okay? This is back for a limited time only. Just remember, Jesus, lift with the legs. It gets magic hair. Now, it gets worse. A source said that one commander had a big grin on his face when he said all of this, which made this message seem even more crazy. I mean, would a smile make it seem crazier? Trump is anointed by God, and we're all gonna die. Yeah, that's crazier. Clearly, Trump is aware that this is not polling well because he posted, "If I didn't terminate Obama's horrendous Iran nuclear deal, Jack Poa, Iran would have a nuclear weapon 3 years ago. That is the most dangerous transaction we have ever entered into. And had it been allowed to stand, the world would be an entirely different place right now. You can blame Barack Hussein Obama and sleepy Joe Biden." Look, at a certain point, you don't get to blame your predecessors anymore, or your predecessor's predecessor. Right? I got something. All right, we're gonna do that thing. If I have a joke that doesn't work, which never happens, and you don't see me saying, "Thanks a lot, David Hussein Letterman," and sleepy Ed Sullivan. That's his middle name, Hussein. Yeah. One reason this war is not doing boffo box office might be that the administration does not have a unified message about why they launched it and what the goal of the war might be. Normally, the president addresses the nation from the Oval Offices in times of war. Trump did not do that. Instead, he's done some hodgepodge of at least 19 phone interviews, just answering his phone for some reporters, including one who said he picked up right away, and when I said I had a few questions, he said, "Go ahead." How lonely is he? What do we got here? Oh, spam likely. Spam likely. Hello? Why, yes, I would like to extend my vehicle's warranty. While I have you, would you like to be Iran's next supreme leader? Ayatollah likely has a nice ring to it. Okay, now I'm hungry. When do I get my spam? At this point, thank you. And scene. Thank you. My lady wife. At this point, Trump's talked to the Washington Post, the New York Times, NBC News, CNN, Fox News, ABC News, Axios, The Atlantic, The Daily Mail, MS Now, The New York Post, The Telegraph, Politico, The Washington Free Beacon, and an extensive interview with Horse Illustrated where he said nay to Iran. Trump finally took questions from the press after meeting with German Chancellor Friedrich Merz in the Oval Office, and he was asked about what the war's worst-case scenario might be, and his answer was not the best.
I guess the worst case would be we do this and then somebody takes over who's as bad as the previous person, right? That could happen. We don't want that to happen. That would probably be the worst. You go through this and then in 5 years you realize you put somebody in who was no better.
Yeah. That could happen. It could happen because sometimes you get a really bad guy out of office and then like 4 years later you get the same guy back and he's somehow worse. Then he was asked about who should take over Iran.
We had some in mind from that group that is dead. And now we have another group. They may be dead also, based on reports. So I guess you have a third wave coming in. Pretty soon we're not going to know anybody.
Yeah. Pretty soon they're not going to know anybody. They're going to have to post the job on Indeed. Supreme leader, qualifications, charismatic, proficient in Excel, not dead, a plus. Now, we'll be good. We'll be good. Trump's team is also out there selling the president's message of everything and also something else. On the night of the strikes, Trump called on the Iranian people to rise up and overthrow the regime. But yesterday, Pete Hegseth said this.
This is not a so-called regime change war, but the regime sure did change.
You discount Dr. Seuss douchebag. We did not bomb them into rocks. We bombed them to get praise on Fox. Why did we kill the Ayatollah? because I drank too many rum and cola. Middle East envoy, that feels better, actually. Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff, Trump's friend, told us that they had to bomb Iran because they were a week away from nuclear bomb-making material. But on the CBS Nation face on Sunday, Ted Cruz said, nuh-uh.
I have no indication that they were anywhere close to getting nuclear weapons.
So we did it to change the regime because they were close to having nukes, but they weren't close to having nukes, and we didn't do it to change the regime. That was confusing until the administration sent this spokesperson to clear it up.
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
Thank you, Marco Rubio. We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Jake Gyllenhaal and Maria Bamford. And when we come back, meanwhile, join us.